What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, and some new Sun and Moon news has leaked just a little while ago. I was finishing up a movie with the Shady lady. She left, and I hopped onto Cerebi and saw this nonsense, so we're gonna go over it right now for you guys. If you're excited, please show some Shady loves a thumbs up. Let's get all the Shady people to see what we're talking about. Today, Coro Coro has leaked and revealed two new Pokemon. Now, one of them has kind of already been seen in the trailer, in the Japanese trailer. They kind of let it go, let it in there, and now they did it on purpose because now they wanted to show us what it is. But before we get to that little pup, we have this Pokemon right here. You guys are gonna see, whose name is Koala. That's the best pronunciation I'm gonna give for it. That's what it is right now. Translation, this is literally fresh news, so translation could be off. But Koala is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. The reason why I say it's absolutely fantastic is because Koala has a new ability, a brand new ability. And this ability is probably one of the best abilities I've ever heard of being introduced to the game. I mean, the only way it could be better is if it was a different, okay, let's talk about it. So let's just talk about the ability. First of all, Koala is the half-awake Pokemon, so it totally makes sense. It is a normal type, so nothing crazy, it's a normal type, with the ability Definite Sleep, which prevents it being afflicted with a status it can only be afflicted with the sleep status. It can't be paralyzed, poisoned, etc., toxic, burned, anything like that. That is insane. That is such a good ability, and it's so cool to see like a super creative ability. I mean, 6th gen had creative abilities like Protean, of course, but this is like a defensive / offensive ability. Like this Pokemon, or let's just say this Pokemon has the potential to be, you know, defensive or offensive. Now, granted, it's a Koala, and it seems like one of the first Pokemon you're gonna see in the game, most likely. Makes a lot of sense. But the fact that the ability is already this incredible to me, I freaking love it. Let me know what you guys think about the ability Definite Sleep. Definite Sleep. First of all, it sounds crazy, but really cool. So if it sets up Swords Dances, cannot be burned. If it sets up Agilities, cannot be slowed down with Paras. No chance for Para Hacks. No poison. Toxic Spikes, we don't care about those. It's such a cool ability. I really love, I can't get over the creativity behind it. Like this gets me so excited for competitive Sun and Moon. Because honestly, I've been burnt out. I haven't done Wi-Fi battles on the channel in a long time because I've been burnt out on 6th gen. But just this little sneak peek of a Koala has me so excited for the potential of what Sun and Moon is gonna bring. Like, who knows what other abilities and moves they're gonna bring, but we'll get to moves in a second. Of course, the next Pokemon we're gonna see, we're gonna go back to this screenshot in a little bit, but the next Pokemon we're gonna see, I'm gonna totally mess up this pronunciation. Oh man, how do you say this? Iwanko. It is the dog Pokemon. It is a rock type. You guys can see, this thing is freaking adorable. I love it. Look at how adorable this thing is. You guys can see the screenshot from the trailer on the right-hand side. They circled and said, look at this little thing. What is this? It's, how do you pronounce it again? I'm gonna mess this up so many times. Iwanko. Iwanko, the rock dog Pokemon. Really, really cool. Its ability is either Keen Eye or Vital Spirit. It is the puppy Pokemon. So no other information on Iwanko right now. I feel like I'm mispronouncing that. It's just a weird name, Iwanko. But it is a rock type dog. So that's kind of cool. You guys can see this is just the rest of that scan. He's got his paw up in the air. Really, really nifty. Shout out to the guy who leaked this. This is just great. This is Coro Coro 101. But not too pumped by Iwanko. Really solid design, as solid of a design as I've seen for a dog, and the fact that it's a rock dog is really cool. I like the collar, fluffy tail, kind of standard. I like how the ears are still shaped like rocks. I'm glad to see a design that isn't too overdone, you know, if that makes any sense. Not that they've done that in the past, but I was getting nervous about 7th gen. Maybe they would make some crazy designs. Of course, this is early on in the game, but this Pokemon feels like a Pokemon, if that makes any sense to anyone listening to this video. To me, it makes sense. So then there's a couple more scans. The next scan is just kind of giving information on the whole idea that you can have QR codes to share Pokedex entries, so you don't have to encounter a Pokemon in the game to find out where its area or get some data on its Pokedex. You can share a QR code with your friend and be like, hey man, I ran into a Dunsparce like this kid did. Oh man, that's really useful for you to let me know where Dunsparce is. This is exciting. And of course, the rest of the page kind of just goes on detailing the new Rotom Dex form that was already revealed. But so nothing really too crazy on this page, just the straight up, you know what I'm saying? It's just straight up generic stuff we already know. And then the next two pages, I'm not really too, I don't want to say, they don't do much for me because they're more about the movie. Some images pertaining to the movie have also been released. The Greninja that you guys, let me see if you guys see that right now. You guys don't see a Greninja yet. You guys just see Volcanion and Margiana, whom always, Magearna, I still don't know how to pronounce that, Magearna. Magearna and Volcanion are on that page. The only interesting thing here is that Magearna has the Soul Heart ability. No details on what it does yet, and it has a new move called Flare Cannon, Floor. F-L-E-U-R, like floor, like flower, but floor cannon. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It will be at level 50 when you receive it with floor cannon, flash cannon, lucky chant, and helping hand. So, that's movie based on the new movie that's coming out, Volcanion and Magearna. It's really not that hard. And then the last scan, I might as well show it since we're here. The last scan shows the Burst Greninja that fuses with Ash, the one that looks like Ash, and then a bunch of megas all over the place for this movie. This movie is going to be filled to the brim with megas and Volcanion and then Magearna with the Soul Heart ability. Now, this movie also features the Greninja that does do that fusion type of thing. I really don't know what the anime calls it. I know the manga calls it Burst. There was like an arc of the manga that calls it Burst. And that's the only reason why I want to bring this image up. So, a debate that I've had on my channel before is, will megas be in Sun and Moon? And now, like, this movie's coming out. It's focusing on Volcanion and Magearna, and then a bunch of megas all fighting it out. So, and then Magearna has this new ability, Soul Heart. And I believe that the manga, the whole term, you get burst hearts. I think they're called burst hearts. So really similar, that there's a special item called Burst Heart that is also seen on the wrist of the new character. I'm gonna get an image really quick for you guys to see. You guys can see that during the trailer we saw art of the new characters in Sun and Moon, and they have a bracelet, and they actually have the Burst Heart. That whatever's in their bracelet looks just like the Burst Hearts from the arc in the manga. Really interesting. If you want to check it out, I'm gonna go ahead and leave a Bulbapedia link in the description, just depicting what Burst really is about. But it's about fusion, kind of like how Greninja looks with Ash. So, I kind of think this movie is gonna be like the Mega's last hurrah, or maybe not, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling that way. I'm kind of feeling like this Burst, Soul Burst, Burst Heart, all that stuff combined. I think it's gonna be the new mechanic for Sun and Moon. Kind of my guess here. It's pretty, I mean, other people have made this guess before too, and I've mentioned it months and months back on the channel, but I wanted to revisit it considering this image here depicting the movie, also seeing Greninja like going in burst mode. I'm gonna call it burst mode for now. And Magearna having the ability, Magearna having the ability, Soul Heart, and then the pieces that you use in the manga are called Burst Hearts, and then Soul Burst sounds like something they would use. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. The last thing that was kind of leaked in this, which kind of is a little tie together with what I was just saying, is back to that first image you guys will see on the bottom left. You see the starters, and then also our good friend Iwanko. And Sarah B translated that Coro Coro hints that Rowlet, Litten, Poplio, and Iwanko all hide a secret. Now, what could this secret be? Could this secret be Mega Evolution? Could this secret be Burst? Is that what this secret is? For me personally, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Me personally, I think that the secret's Burst. It'd be really interesting though to fuse with like, it's weird because the starters share something in common with like one of the very first Pokemon that you're gonna see in the game, Iwanko. So really interesting that the starters who I feel like would be more special share something in common. Then again, starters, not 6th gen starters, but other starters like Kanto starters had megas alongside of all the rest of the 6th gen Pokemon or 5th gen and below Pokemon that were released in 6th gen with megas. So it could be Mega Evolution. I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but I'm also wouldn't be surprised if it's not Mega Evolution and it's this new mechanic Burst that they're using this movie with Magearna to kind of fuse it all together nice and beautifully. Greninja's looking like Ash. I don't know. It could definitely be a possibility, but I really want to know your thoughts in the comment section below. So make sure you go ahead and let me know that. Other than that, I really don't have much to talk about. Like I said, the leak is fresh. The leak is here. They may even be more stuff tomorrow leaked. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't want to miss that, hit subscribe down below. What I'm really excited about, like I said, is that ability, Definite Sleep. And the fact that a new move with Magearna, of course, she's going to have a new move, or it's going to have a new move. And I'm really excited to see what they're going to do now with this game, like the competitive aspect. This ability really gives me hope. Like imagining this in VGs is nuts because like making sure that your Pokemon can't get paralyzed, totally shuts down like a Thundurus. Like Prankster Thunder Wave is nothing now. You just got to skill swap it away, give it to someone else, and then nothing but sleep can happen to you. Of course, we'll still have to worry about Dark Void, but we're not talking about that right now because I hope Smeargle just gets banned forever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. That's going to be it though for this update. I love you guys so much. I'm going to get the heck out of here. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.